Hello, my darlings. Welcome in. I just got in the mail. I've been shuffling for the last half hour. I got in the mail this little tiny mini light seer deck, and I'm so excited. I have the big deck here. Wait, I'll show it to you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about in case you don't know what I'm talking about. I really love the light seer deck. I love the energy that the artist has put into it, particularly. So there's the difference in the sizes. This is your standard, and this is the little version. I don't have small hands per se, but I find it difficult to shuffle a lot of the standard sized decks. My hands are like, ah. So I've really recently started just absolutely loving, Ace of Cups. My love to you all. I've started really loving the smaller decks. They shuffle very easily. They fit well in my hands, and I'm really enjoying that. So this deck came in just a little while ago, and I blessed it with a little magic on it, like I do, and have been shuffling it. Sitting here shuffling it. I wasn't necessarily going to use it on this reading, and I'm still not actually sure about that, but I wanted to at least let you guys see it. Also, the person that I bought this off Etsy, and the person that sent this to me also included a little tiger's eye. So I decided she needed to be part of this video. Tiger's eye is great for new beginnings. New beginnings, it's protection. It works with the sacral and the solar plexus chakra. Clear thinking. I don't have any tiger's eye up here in my little setup. Actually, I'm getting ready to change this anyway. And it's funny to me because I feel like the guide sent this on purpose to remind me how important of a stone this is, up here when we're doing these readings. So I got that little piece right there. Tomorrow, you'll probably see a different setup if you come for tomorrow's videos. But for today, blessed Christmas Eve. That is when I'm recording this, it's Christmas Eve. I wish you guys were here. I do a little alternate weird tradition on Christmas Eve. I do barbecue. I cook a lot of barbecue. We do like a whole meal, and then we give it out to our neighbors. I've told you before, I live like right across the street from Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World. And cast members struggle financially. They struggle with food. So I try to help out throughout the year, but on Christmas Eve, where I live happens to be, there's a lot of cast members here. So I give out barbecue on Christmas Eve, and to do a little part. It's funny because honestly, when my guide started bringing me the idea of this YouTube channel, I was not open to it at first. It's a strange thing for me to do a tarot without a particular purpose, without a particular focus, without a person to talk back and forward to. And it wasn't my thing, but guides and I talked about it for probably a couple of months. And, they were like, you can put a donate button on your stuff and you can give away more food. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you got me on that. So we will see where the channel goes. I'm here at the behest of Spirit. We're going to go where Spirit moves, and we're going to trust the channel to become what the channel's meant to be. And I do appreciate everyone who comes in, who subscribes, who likes. I pray blessings over everybody every night. This is a work of Spirit starting to grow here, and I'm excited about that, and I'm excited for all of you who come in. This particular message, I really want to do something for the brokenhearted. That's a bit extreme, but it's not at the same time. I want to do a peek into a possible future for those of you who have been through the twin flame, or are in a soulmate separation, where you've been through the ringer with your heart. Because as I talk about a lot on this channel, I feel union is coming next year for a lot of us. But right now, over winter, we're supposed to be healing and clearing all of that and being very honest about how we're wounded. And I want to do a special reading. Oh, I just lost the sunshine. I want to do a special reading on your heart. I'm just trying to decide here. Usually I know before I come in which decks I'm going to use, but the arrival of the mini lights here threw me off. So give me just a sec here. I think we're going to start with, why is this over here? I try to stay very organized with my cards. We're going to start with Alice in Wonderland. For me, my twin flame journey was this. It was going down the rabbit hole. You know, I met Tony back in 2012. We actually met online. He sent me a message that was the most profound, beautiful message I think I'd ever read from a stranger. Talking about what he saw in me. And I get it, you know, online that could be a total pickup, but it wasn't. You know, I felt it. I felt the energy off of it. You know, and he wasn't even trying to connect with me or anything, but of course we did. We were two ships passing in the night because I had just moved to Orlando and he was just getting ready to move out of it. We had a few months together in person, and then about a year and a half long distance while he was with someone else. It tore me to pieces. I always liken it to the phoenix. Or the peacock is a version of the phoenix, but I liken it to the phoenix. The twin flame burnt me to ash, but I will tell you that I truly believe that was to clear everything. It was to rebirth a new creature that was more spiritual, more open to gifts, more understanding of the world, of spirit, of the ethereal, of these connections. I became an entirely different person for my twin flame experience. And, you know, I've moved on from it thinking that, you know, I was good. I'd had that experience, and I didn't, because my heart was so torn to pieces. I didn't want another romantic relationship after that. And my guides pointed out, actually, while I was still with Tony, my guides pointed out the guy that they said is my great love is, you know, the final destination for my heart. But I didn't want it. I fought it. Someday I'll tell you that story because it's kind of funny, kind of sad, kind of ridiculous. You have no idea how much I fought meeting this particular man because they told me he was coming into my life. They told me they were about to bring him into my life. And I was like, yeah, no, screw you, spirit. I'm going to outsmart you. Spoiler alert, I did not outsmart spirit. But that's a long story. And like I said, you know what, I'll tell it to you a little bit as we go along. Not necessarily in this video, but as we go along, I'll share that story with you a bit more. But today, I just want to talk to my kindred spirits who have broken hearts, who have healing to do, who are wounded. Let's talk about your healing. Let's look at that and see what spirit. I'm gonna kind of leave it open to let spirit just kind of come in. The bottom of our deck is the Four of Swords. And if you've been watching the last few days, this should be no surprise to you because this is the overall message for spirit for winter. Rest and heal. Prepare for the next battle. Underneath that, we've got the Five of Cups, which is another one that's been coming up a lot. Don't lose sight of what's ahead of you because all of these cups up here are spilled. You know, this is particularly this reading. I really want to talk about what's ahead of you. You know, what's ahead of you is your soulmate union. Sacred soulmates. It's not, you know, I think with the twin flame stuff, we're like, oh, if it's not a twin flame, it's nothing. It's the same as, you know, your sister is a soulmate. It's not. There are these sacred soulmate. And I think the twin flame for a lot of us came through to prepare us for these destined, deeply connected, sacred soulmate unions. And that's what I feel we're walking into in 2022. And I think it's more than we can even imagine, more than we can even wrap our heads around. You know, I have conversations with my guides about this all the time because I'm like, you know, I'm good. I don't need another relationship. And they keep telling me that I have no idea what I'm talking about. They keep telling me that these unions that are coming in next year, they're going to be unlike anything I think this planet has ever seen. And we're all a part of that. Underneath that, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very slow moving knight. You know, this is him coming from a distant land at a slow pace. We've got the Eight of Cups. She's walking away from the cute little piggy at the top of the cups. I don't know what she thinks she's walking to that's cuter than that pig, but she seems to think there is something. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Two of Swords at the end. So this is just telling me, I like to do the bottom of the deck first, just to kind of get an idea of where Spirit's going and what Spirit wants to talk about. Sometimes I do it before I start the reading. Sometimes I do it during the reading. You know, it just depends on what kind of vibe I get off of Spirit. But we're talking about your future. We're talking about your heart healing and what's ahead for you if you've had a broken heart. Rest and heal. Don't lose sight, because there is a, and it could be the same person that you're in separation from. I believe in your heart, you know. If you know, you know. When I was with Tony, there was a part of me that knew it was never going to be. We were never going to end up together. But, you know, my head was so wrapped up in the twin flame situation and the understanding of it that I forged ahead with this strong belief that no, we would be together because the twin flames are meant to be together. In your heart, you know, so check yourself, but don't lose sight of this, because even if you haven't met this person yet, there is a powerful, sacred soul bond relationship coming for you. Don't get so wrapped up with the cups that are spilled on the top of the table. The news of this, the understanding of this, the more information is coming to you, but it's coming slowly as you heal. And in the end, you're going to understand that, I want to say, what you had is not what you thought. And you're going to be willing to walk away from it. Maybe there's a whole basket of piglets over here. And then she'll come back and get this one too, because he's cute. But here's the thing. In the future, after your healing, after you get more information, after you're willing to walk away from what you built that you realize isn't what you thought it was going to be, or maybe what you built that's great for the pig but not for you, you're going to come to a place of decision. The warning in this is to not be blindfolded to it, but in the energy off of this particular card in this structure is to trust your intuition. Don't go by your eyesight. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and make your choice from your gut, from your solar plexus, from your instincts, from your heart, from your soul. Make your choice from that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set these cards aside because we usually come back to them as the reading goes along. I need a bigger table. I've got all these cards out here. My phone is sitting out here. I usually try to keep a much cleaner space than I have going at the moment. All right, we're going to put these cards over here to the side. Oops, these ones too, because they were all part of that. And I'm going to start with the little... I'm going to start with the little lights here deck. No, I'm going to start... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the big lights here deck, and we're going to clarify with the little lights here deck. Ooh, I got chills. That's what we're going to do. Oh, this may be what we do a lot from now on these videos. I'm going to have to get double decks. Ooh, I'm out of control. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to have to get double decks of all my decks so we can clarify the deck with the same deck. That's kind of cool. All right. So what we're reading on, what we're asking Spirit to show us, is the path ahead for the brokenhearted. I hope, that Spirit will show us some light, some direction, some guidance, especially, if you're in pain right now, if your heart is currently bleeding, it's hard to see, and it's Christmas time, and that sucks. Cry if you need to, but don't isolate. There is, a new day dawning, and not that far off. I keep saying it, winter is going to be a time to heal, to hermit, to take care of yourself, and to get truly, good grief, to get truly aligned with spirit and your calling and your destiny. I opened this channel up for the sacred soulmate. So if you found this channel, I'm going to tell you that I believe you are a sacred soulmate. We have work to do to be ready for these unions. These unions are going to start coming together next year. I think they continue. I think it's waves that roll out throughout next year and continue into the next several years. I don't even know how long. Maybe this is forever. Maybe this is just the start of a new romantic relationship paradigm that's starting. But we're in the first wave, and I'm here to help you get ready. I'm here to help myself get ready. So let's see. I want to see the hope and the light for the brokenhearted. That was weird. I never do these in 4s, but I got a weird cut on that. So we're going to do it in 4. Bringing the Page of Cups. Look, our pig is back. You know what? Give me 1 sec. I'm going to look up the spiritual meaning of pigs. I wish you could see it. I have a huge pig up on my wall, a big painting of a pig. It's up on my bedroom wall. Because I adore pigs, and I know when I got it, I had looked up the spiritual meaning of pigs. And I remember it being a good one. So I'm going to look it up again for you right now, because we've had 2 pigs show up on our reading. When pig appears as your spirit animal, expect abundance in all forms. Pig is a totem animal, belongs to those who always seem to be under a lucky star. And calling pig as your power animal when you need to sniff out the best opportunities. It's like the short version. I'm going to read a little bit more. It said, while pigs have somewhat ambivalent symbolism in modern culture, as a pig reference is often used derogatorily, the ancients saw pigs in a much different light. Ever wonder why people used piggy banks for savings? Because the pig represents abundance, wealth, strength, and never wanting for everyday needs. Oh my God, I want that for all of you. Over the last 4 years, I've come to that place. That's not to say I'm wealthy, because I'm not. But I've come to this place with money, with prosperity, with flow, with manifestation, where I'm comfortable, where my needs are met, where I feel safe and secure. I want that for everyone. I want that for you all. Pig symbolism ties closely with that of boars. Wild boars are ferocious and tenacious when hunting. Wild boar is an excellent animal spirit guide to call on when you have elusive goals or want to stop procrastinating. Wild boar energy can help you hunt down and catch whatever is most important to you. They'll lead you to your soulmate. They'll lead you. Pigs are considered the smartest barnyard animal. They can be trained with ease and often faster than dogs. Because few people get to spend any time with these amazing creatures, they underestimate pigs' intelligence. Also remember, pig does not care what others think. The creature doesn't worry about who sees how smart they are or whether anyone acknowledges its intelligence. Pig just keeps plowing forward, living life, and enjoying all its simplicities. Pigs on the earth plane and in spirit realms depend heavily on their sense of smell. Pigs know full well how to survive, even amid changing world and season. We're in such a huge shift. The entire world is changing right now. You all here today seeing this card, you know how to survive through this change. You know how to survive through this shift. You need to trust your instincts more, because you know. The creature can guide you through difficult transformations and renew your zeal. And that's also an incredible message for the brokenhearted. Go out and get yourself a stuffed pig for your own Christmas present. Just go look on Amazon, find yourself a cute little stuffed pig, put it on your bed, put it in your room, put it in your purse, get a little one that'll hang in your purse. Get yourself a pig. Now, this pig is flying, so I mean, this is like serious stuff you never thought was going to happen is going to happen. The Page of Cups particularly is a page of romance and love. I don't know if you can see that. That's 2 hands forming a heart with a heart inside it, although it's an infinity symbol, I think. My eyes are not as young as they used to be. Maybe you can see that better than I can. But and look at the drawings on here. this, the heart is speaking. The heart is glowing. The heart is healed. The heart has magic. The magic is being sent out into the universe from this person's heart. And underneath this, I saw this. That's why I kind of wanted to bring it to your attention. I'm not going to do a bunch of cards underneath. But underneath this is the sun. I mean, this is our answer right here before we even go into the cards. Because what God's telling you is, what Spirit's telling you is, you're chosen. You're special. You have guides. You have intuition. They're leading you into abundance, to prosperity, and to love. That's all waiting for you in your future after you heal your heart. Everything. The sun. I mean, it's a glorious new day. After the storm, it's a glorious new day. I beg of you to do your healing. Do your healing. Find what it is that needs healed. You probably know. Do the healing work that you need to do. I highly recommend Steve Nobel on YouTube. His meditations are fantastic. They go into starseeds. They go into removing dark tech. But there's also a lot of ones there healing soulmate bond, or not necessarily soulmate bonds, but healing broken hearts. We'll just put it that way. Look at his YouTube channel. I love his meditations. I think they're fantastic. All right. Clear this out a little bit. Call in Spirit again. This is my Christmas present to you all. I want this to be a beautiful reading of what you can expect to see in 2022, in your future, after the winter, after you've done your healing. Because we've talked a lot about that over the last few videos, about getting your healing done. I tend to get a little intense about this stuff, and I apologize, but I feel it so strongly, and I don't want anyone to miss out. But this is going to just be, what can we see? How funny, really? Oops. Okay, these cards are sticking together. So I'm going to pull them out together. It's the Queen of Swords under the star. The star was the main card, but the Queen of Swords was sticking to her. It could just be that the Queen of Swords did not want to come out as the outcome card. Minor arcana after all those major arcanas. I'm a little disappointed, I'll be honest with you. I expected something bigger right there. I'm also going to pull out these two cards because they were hanging out with the Three of Wands. Okay. We're going to clarify with the mini lights here deck. I really don't think that the Queen of Swords is meant to be here in this reading, to be honest with you. Her energy doesn't match with anything else. I feel like she didn't want to be seen, and this is the card that wanted to come out, and they stuck together for that reason. I'm not going to completely discard her because she did, I needed to put her out here. But she isn't in this. Here's what I'm seeing. Get your healing. Once your healing is done, you're going to hit a tower moment. Part of that is because it's going to be such a new dawn that everything has to change for you. It's entirely possible that what you believed is going to change. Who you know yourself to be will change. I think that the work over winter is a lot about identity, about truly finding what you believe in. It's a very Sagittarius Jupiter vibe. Which, the sun is in Sagittarius right now, but is moving. Well, actually, did it move yesterday to Capricorn? Oh, I'm out of touch with my astrology. That's like unheard of. But it's a very Sagittarius vibe where it's like, define your beliefs, define your sense of self. Once you do that, everything changes around you. And then there can be judgment for who you've become. This card to me is like, this is the new soul that is birthed out of this tower moment is going to be judged And that sounds harsh, but it's just like when a new baby is born, we check it to make sure it has all its toes, that all its organs are working properly, that, to see how big it is. It's that sort of a judgment. It's what did you birth out of this quiet time, out of this winter? And whatever this is capable of, it's going to get. Your wish is granted. The star has granted your wish, but God's granted your wish, but he's going to judge you first to see what you can handle after this tower moment, after all your healing. This is not a violent tower. This is just a natural progression of healing. It's that type of a tower. Honestly, the death card would have been probably a better card, I think, here. Death is a little more still. It's not quite as active as this one, but it could be that your transformation is going to be very shocking to yourself. I don't think that you realize your own power. I don't think that you realize your own beauty, your depth. Not truly. I'm sure that you have some sense of it, but I think you're going to be blown away, and I think that's what the tower represents, blown away by who is birthed out of this winter and this healing time and this reflection time, and that person is getting their wish. But then there's going to be some waiting. The Three of Wands is waiting for their ship to come in, but they've done all the work. They've done all this. The ship is coming. And in this case, it's, I don't have any cards yet here to prove it, but I'm telling you, it's your soulmate. Let's go ahead and start clarifying with our our Knight of Cups has arrived. Very romantic card. Nostalgia. I want to connect. That is the first time I think that the Lovers has come out since I've started doing these readings. We are on the, oh my God. We are so on the right track. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm sorry. I get so happy for you guys. Because I know how long this has been and I know how much pain there's been. And I get so happy when I see the visions of next year and what's going to happen. I'm so sorry. I got to pull it together. Yep. Oh my God, double stars. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep it together here. I'm so happy for you all. Temperance, patience, because the ship is coming. Sit in your wisdom. This is where you're going to. You're turning into the High Priestess. I'm really trying to contain it here. I want to cry. I am crying. Okay. Give me just a second. Let me rein it in. Whew. Okay. Some of this is channeled and some of this is straight off the cards. Let me start with the channeled part. I'm so serious when I tell you that what you think about your twin flame / soulmate situation is not what it is. None of us currently know because the light hasn't been turned on yet. The switch hasn't been flipped yet. None of us know what these relationships are about to be. None of us know who. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's not that. Many of us are thinking it's one person, but it's not. It's somebody else. We need to stay open to that. The most important thing for you to do over the winter is to align yourself with spirit, the divine, God, whatever label you use to connect to that which is greater than you. Your own higher self. It doesn't matter. We need to spend the winter connecting to that because God will direct your healing. God will show you what your healing's what it needs to be. I'll be here too, dealing cards. Yes, because I'm in Vegas. I'm dealing cards, drawing cards and doing readings on this exact subject over the winter because my commitment to spirit is the next 90 days. It's actually until my Florida anniversary, which is spring, March 21st. That's another story I'll tell you someday because you would not believe how I got to be in Florida and why I'm here. So over the next 90 days, I'm going to be drawing cards too to help with this healing, to keep people illuminated, to help you understand better where your work is. But the best way for you to know that is to align with spirit yourself, because your intuition and your instincts reign supreme. Nothing that I say should be taken over your own instincts or anybody else says. There is union coming in 2022, and I believe if you're finding this channel right now in December of 21, over the next couple of months, your union is coming up fast. Whenever you find this channel, if you find it 5 years from now, your union is coming up fast. I'm just in the moment in 2021. I know that the first wave of these unions is coming in spring of 2022. I hope to be in there, to be honest with you. I'm doing my own work too. But that's happening. I asked for hope for the brokenhearted, and Spirit honored me huge. On top of your tower, okay, you have to understand that this to me is the end of winter going into spring, early spring. That's the time on this. So from whenever you see this, I'm reading this. This is like a few months out from now. Over the winter, you're doing your healing. We'll just pull over the 4 swords that we got earlier, and we'll set it here at the beginning. Okay. Over the winter, you're doing your healing. You're resting. You're hermit mode. You're honing your gifts. You're getting your alignment really straight. That's going to lead you to a shocking revelation about yourself and about your soulmate or your twin flame relationship. It's going to be an eye-opening experience that is going to lead you to a rebirth. That rebirth is going to lead you to your true destiny, your true heart, your true soulmate. And it is more than you can possibly wrap your head around right now. You cannot comprehend, and myself either, we cannot comprehend what this union is about to become in just a few months, over the next year. We can't comprehend it, but it's coming. The more pure, the more whole, the more healed we are going into this, before the star, the double star grants our wish, the better. Because this is the 10 of Swords on top of here. This 10 of Swords in the Light Seer deck. Usually the 10 of Swords, you see something or someone dead with 10 swords in their back. The 10 of Swords in the Light Seer deck, this is the dawn of a new day. The storm has passed. You've had this huge revelation. You've rebirthed anew. The star is granting your wish. And you're walking away from something that was. But I sense beauty with it. I sense peace with it. There's something peaceful about her walking into this new day. To everything she wanted, everything she desired. When she gets there, though, she's going to have to wait a little bit. And I was so surprised that this was minor arcana. I expected something bigger, but it wasn't. It was minor arcana telling you need to wait. Wait for the right wave to come. But then major arcana came in to tell you, not only will your patience pay off, but that you're going to be birthed enough. You're going to be this new soul. Look, her third eye is wide open. You're going to know. You're going to know exactly what you're waiting for. You're probably going to know when it's coming. You're probably going to be able to see it on the horizon. This card to me too is a card of being, there's a lot of peace. Again, it's like we walked out of all of this amazing revelation, the storm, if you will, into this rebirth energy, which is very excited energy, into something very calm and very peaceful. And then we're going to stick there for just a little while. These cards over here, that kind of wanted to come. Let's put it this way. These cards were the cards I was going to pull, and Spirit was like, no, and this one came out. But I had a weird waffle on these, and now I'm feeling like this is the warning, because I don't know why, but I seem to be the tarot reader of warning. I always like to show you what to watch out for. This right here is going to be incredibly intense. More intense than probably anything you've experienced so far in your lifetime. Be really careful. Be really careful. Dive into it. Give yourself to it. Be really careful that what you don't do is... This is the Four of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of balance. This is a card of meh. She's got these cups, these 3 cups over here, and this cup is shooting a rainbow into the sky. She's not even looking at it. These unions are not going to bring balance to your life. I hate to say it. They're going to bring intensity to your life. They're going to bring passion and zeal. And it's like if you're a creative and you start a new project and it's all you do for days and days and days and nights, and you don't sleep and you don't eat and all you do, that's not balanced. This will not be balanced energy. Certainly not at the beginning. It'll be passion. It'll be passion and fire and sparks and love and things that you've never experienced before. So this is to my, probably to my fellow air signs particularly, but also earth signs, people that want to stay really grounded, people that want to stay in their head. If that's you, these are cards of warning for me. These are the things that can blow this for you. You have to give yourself to this. You have to give yourself first to the healing, and then you have to give yourself to the revolution, to the transformation, to putting yourself before God and say, here, this is who I am now. This is what I've become. This is my higher self, my inner being, my soul, naked, raw, judge away. Because this is what you're here for. This is what you're here for. This is what your whole life has been leading up to. I say that without doubt. I can't tell you what exactly this is because, like I keep saying, I don't think anyone can right now. The world right now, the planet right now, is in this strange battle of light and dark. We're trying to get light back to balance. My belief is we're trying to get enough light back on the planet to balance out the dark, because I don't think that we move to a place of pure light. I think that there's nothing in history, there's nothing that's been written that tells me that we're moving this planet to one of pure light. This planet is supposed to be a planet that's balanced between light and dark, with light rule. And it hasn't been. For like the last 6,000 years, it's been dark rule. And now light rule has come back in, and we need to balance it out. These relationships are meant to do that. So they're incredibly, extraordinarily powerful, but they're unlike anything we've ever seen before. Whew. That is, honestly, that's all I have for you today, because that kind of wore me out. I'm so emotional about this, and I'm so passionate about this, and I'm passionate about you finding your happily ever after. I've got my little Cinderella slipper over here. I'm not saying dive into fairy tales. I'm just saying your happily ever after is a real thing. That's a real thing, you know? Your frog prince. You know? I've been rewatching Once Upon a Time recently. I've said that on a couple of the videos. And it makes me laugh how different I am now than when I first watched it originally, and how much deeper the stories resonate with me. Not the fairy tale part, but the part about believing, and how much power there is in believing. Believe in yourself. Believe in this union. But be open to it being somebody that's going to surprise you, not somebody you currently know, or somebody maybe that you know that you've never thought of in this way. Because I feel like there's like this tidal shift coming, and new unions are going to be popping up that have never been before. Maybe you've been friends with this person. In my situation, that's all he and I ever were. We were friends, and barely, briefly. This is new energy coming in. Even if it's your old person coming back, these relationships are going to be like cleared. There cannot be any muck from the past going into this future to be able to do what they need. These relationships need to be of light, of pure light, and they're going to be if we open ourselves up to that. I wish you all a very blessed Christmas Eve. I will be back tomorrow for another video. I don't know if I'm going to get another video done today or not. It just depends on how the cooking goes. Plus, I have a movie night with my kids tonight. We're going to watch Klaus. It's a good movie about kindness. We need more of that. I love you all very much, and I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate that you're here for this journey that's beginning. We are in this together. I currently have the comments off on this channel because this is a baby channel, and I don't want to open it up to any kind of negative energy coming in at its birth. I am over on Instagram, Sacred Soulmate on Instagram. Just barely started that channel too, but you can message me over there if you have questions or comments about the videos. Be kind. Well, if you're messaging me, please be kind, but I meant be kind in the world. Be kind, but be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Bless yourself over the next couple of days. Go out, like I said, I don't know where my pigs fly guy went, but go out and get yourself a stuffed pig. Yeah, there he is. Go out and get yourself a cute little stuffed pig or a picture of a pig on your phone. Something that reminds you pigs are going to fly, and it's going to be more than you could imagine. I love you. Merry Christmas. I'll see you on the next video.